Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I was wanting to make another video. I was a little late. I didn't get one made Sunday like I intended because the weather wasn't so good. And so I just didn't get out here to put one together. But I wanted to stop today and share another part of our series on how can I build my own log home. This will be part 3, and we'll be talking about the topic of, do I have the knowledge to build my own log home? It's very important that you know what you're doing and know how to build your log home. I've been using a hammer and a saw since I was 6 years old. I've built bird houses and dog houses and chicken houses and outhouses and, well, maybe not outhouse, but I've helped individuals with assisted them in building their homes, which gave me sufficient knowledge to tackle our first one. And again, a log home is not really something that's rocket science. It's just a lot of labor. But if you have the skills of being able to use power tools, then you're likely able to build your home because you can custom build it to your own taste. It doesn't have to be fancy. The molding doesn't have to be trim molding where it takes a lot of intricate and meticulous cutting and fitting together. A lot of the molding that is used is just real simple. Step over here, you can see on the wall back there where I put the ceiling, I just use a 1x2, 3/4 inch thick to cover the crack along the wall there. And so it's not really, it doesn't have to be real fancy. It can be as fancy as you want to make it. But if you don't know which end of the hammer you use to drive the nail with, you might want to consider a contractor because you're just not going to be able to do it. So anyway, talking about building your log home and having the knowledge to do so, it's important that you think ahead and consider how you're going to be able to do things yourself. For instance, I laid in bed awake at night wondering how was I going to get up there to do the necessary work in that ceiling. And I lost a lot of hours of sleep trying to figure out how to do that. But fortunately, my wife's brother, my brother-in-law, had built homes in the past. And in this particular instance, he suggested that we buy a scaffold, a 16-foot scaffold, 3 sections on rollers. And it has been such a blessing. I'm really appreciative of Chris for making that suggestion because it has really paid off regardless of the price. That's okay. But we have done so much with it. Our contractors has used it, and it has been a blessing. But you need to think ahead and decide how you're going to be able to do something. How are you going to be able to do your walls? If you're going to do the walls in boards, or can you put up boards and nail them the way you want them? Or if you're going to use sheetrock, are you going to have to hire a contractor to do the sheetrock? Or do you have the skills to be able to do it yourself? Now for me, I don't like dealing with sheetrock, and there won't be any in this house. But I have dealt with it in the past. And though I'm not by any means a pro at putting up sheetrock and mud, I can do it to the point of satisfaction for me and my bride. And so I can do things that I might not be a professional at, but I can make it look pretty good and be satisfied with it. So you need to consider that too. Think ahead on what all is involved in building your log home. And do you have the knowledge to be able to do that? Consider all aspects of it. Do you have the knowledge to do the wiring? I did. And so that wasn't a problem for me. I didn't lose any sleep on that one, but I did lose some sleep on how was I going to get up in that 22-foot high-rise cathedral ceiling there. And we overcame it. The siding on the side walls up there, I contracted. I wanted to do it, but one man trying to put up all that log siding, it would have taken me for a year or more. Those guys was able to do it in 2 days. And I've got the other material ordered to do this side and that end. When it comes in, they'll come back and finish that up, and that will be the completion from the upper level to the top. So anyway, just wanted you to think about and consider your knowledge level before you decide to sign the dotted line on a kit and say, yeah, I can do this. Give it some serious thought. As they say, don't make a decision on an empty stomach or a full bladder. You need to think about it. So think on that, and we'll address another topic next time. This time was part 3. Do I have the knowledge to build a log home? If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. We'll talk about them. If not, if you would, click the like button and subscribe. We would really appreciate that. That'll help us out so much as we're trying to grow our little channel. And if you like us well enough to tap the bell, then ring that cowbell and keep up with us. All right. Thank you so much and have a good afternoon.